I paid 167 Canadian dollar on Amazon for this brand new Home Assistant Connect ZBT-2 stick. It is supposed to be the ultimate Thread and Zigbee upgrade for your smart home. I've been testing it for the past 2 weeks and today it's going right back in the box for a refund. Before you drop your own money on this, let me show you why your smart home might already be doing its job for free. Welcome back to tytalkstech. I am Ty and I test smart home gears in real setups to see what's actually worth your money. I've got to myself this guy. Now this is the Home Assistant ZBT-2. It is the official successor to the Sky Connect, which Nabokasa recently rebranded as the ZBT-1. The whole point of this device is to connect directly to your Home Assistant server and to act as a local physical bridge for your smart home devices. When you plug it in, you are prompted to configure it as either Zigbee coordinator to run your Zigbee network or a Thread border router to handle your Matter over Thread devices. Nabokasa actually gave this thing a serious spec bump over the original. Under the hood, it is running the newer Silicon Labs MG24 chip. That chip is a big deal because it communicates at 460,800 bauds, which makes it exactly 4 times faster than the first generation. But the biggest change is the hardware itself. Alright, so this is my ZBT Stick 1. You can see how small that guy is compared to, to this guy. It's massive, right? I even had to use an extender to be able to, kind of bring it out through this hole here, because I have this Zigbee up here. I have a Zigbee up here. This is also Zigbee. So it's starting to get really, really crowded in here. And now I'm about to add another one. So hopefully I'll see if I can, put this somewhere else in this room to keep it away from the rest of this guy. But for now, let's just get this, plugged into the Raspberry Pi, get it going, and then we'll make adjustments from there. Hopefully I have okay, looks like I have an available port there. So we're going to use the USB 3 port right there. You can I think there's a flash. Yep, you can see it's kind of flashing right there. So I'm going to say it means it's in the provisioning state. So we're going to head over to Home Assistant and get it set up. It has an optimized base and a massive 6.5-inch 4.16 decibel external antenna. Because it sits away from your server rather than plugging directly into the back of it, the range and signal penetrations are genuinely incredible compared to the older model. Let's talk about the setup process, because setting up this hardware in Home Assistant has gotten incredibly streamlined, but there's still a catch. Physically, it is as simple as it gets. Once it's plugged in, Home Assistant automatically discovers it. You jump into your device and service dashboards and the prompt is waiting for you. This is exactly the moment you have to make that hard choice between configuring it for Zigbee using ZHA or Thread using the Open Thread Border Router add-on. I clicked Thread, the system downloaded the add-on, and within a couple of minutes, the radio was live and broadcasting. The installation itself is a breeze and completely foolproof. But what happens after that setup is exactly why I am boxing this back up. At its official $49 MSRP in the US, those specs and that easy setup are fantastic, but getting official Nabokasa hardware up here in Canada often means dealing with insane third-party markups. At the $167 I paid on Amazon, the value completely falls apart for my specific home. Let me explain why, starting with the Thread overkill. I set this unit up specifically as a Thread border router, but when I pulled up my Home Assistant network topology, you can see the problem. I already have Apple TVs, Google Nest hubs, and Akara M3 hubs scattered around the house, and they are all acting as border routers. When I plug in the ZBT-2 stick, it didn't create a better network, it just became my 8th border router on a mesh that was already perfectly unified. Because my Apple and Google gear already routes Thread traffic locally to Home Assistant, adding this adapter gave me 0 new capabilities. It was just another device talking on the 2.4 GHz band. I spent the last 2 weeks monitoring my Eve and Akara Thread sensors to see if they responded faster or stayed online better with the ZBT-2 in the mix. The truth, there was 0 difference. The Apple TVs and HomePods were already doing the heavy routing perfectly. You might be thinking, why not just use it for Zigbee instead? Or why not use it for both? Here's the second major issue, the Zigbee conflict. I already used the older ZBT-1 to run my Zigbee network. Back in the day, there was a feature called multi-pan that promised to let you run both Zigbee and Thread on the exact radio at the same time. But Nabocasa officially abandoned that firmware because it was highly unstable. You have to choose one protocol per device. So, the ZBT-2 cannot run my existing Zigbee network and be my Thread border router simultaneously. If I swap it to be my Zigbee coordinator, I would just be paying a massive premium to replace a ZBT1 that's already working flawlessly. The third reason that is going back in the box is the local control myth. A lot of people, including myself, initially think that having a dedicated Thread radio physically plugged into Home Assistant server acts as a fail-safe if the internet goes down. We want that local only peace of mind. But here's the reality check about Thread. It is local by design. My Apple TVs and Google Nest Hubs already hold the Thread network credentials and communicate directly with Home Assistant over my local network. If my internet goes out completely, my smart home doesn't care. The mesh stays alive offline perfectly fine without this dedicated adapter. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm just bashing the hardware. The ZBT-2 itself is an excellent engineered device, but you have to know if it actually fits your home ecosystem. If you are building a Home Assistant setup from absolute scratch and you refuse to put Apple TVs or Google Nest Hubs in your house, this is the absolute best way to get Thread or Zigbee into your home, period. Or if you are a Zigbee power user with massive networks of over hundreds of devices struggling on an old, outdated USB dongle, swapping to the ZBT-2 as a dedicated Zigbee coordinator is going to be a massive upgrade in range and processing power for you. It is also perfect for the anti-cloud purist who wants their Thread network completely physically tethered to their server with absolutely no third-party hubs involved. If you fit into one of these categories and you can actually get it for the official MSRP without the crazy markups, buy it right now. It's a great product. But if you're looking at Amazon scalper prices and you already have a matured, stable network with modern hubs from Apple, Google, or Car, do not waste your money. Return it, keep your cash in your pocket, and let the hubs you already own do the heavy lifting. So I was about to publish this video and then some other thoughts popped up in my head and I thought maybe I should share it with you guys. Now, I've always thought if I wanted to move out of my current house, I don't really plan on removing anything here. I'd like to leave everything as is and then have whoever comes in be able to just, pick up from where I left off and continue. But the problem with that is my current smart home setup is tied to Apple, and Apple has my iCloud, my passwords, all the Meta credentials are all stored on Apple. So it's going to be impossible for that to happen. And I think this is where the ZBT-2 stick offers a significant value. But the problem is that you have to start all over again. So all the devices have to be, you use the ZBT-2 stick to create a brand new Thread network. And then all your Meta commissioning and all the Thread devices would have to happen using that. The cost of the ZBT-2 stick plus the amount of work involved to transition into that setup right now, it's not enough for me to justify doing that at this point in time. But it's definitely something I might be open to later down the line if if I'm able to pick up this stick at a much decent price and I have enough time to do it. But I think this is something for someone who has a simple setup or is about to start, something for you to consider. How do you transition your smart home from its current state to say hand it over to somebody else when you are not longer there? And for most people, I think it's going to be impossible. But with Home Assistant and the ZBT-2 stick, you can kind of just create your own Thread network and then, do the Meta commissioning process, everything from there, and then create a Thread network with Home Assistant and then have all other Thread border routers join Home Assistant. So when you're moving, then you can just create a different local admin, say house admin, give the username and password to the new owners, and then off you go. Things still work well, except for the Wi-Fi stuff. But again, they can set up their own Wi-Fi to the exact username and password, or they might just have those few devices they might have to just reset up versus having to start everything all over again. Although with the way Thread and Thread border router was designed and the way it's supposed to be implemented, I should not need to create a whole new thread network if I decide to move. I should be able to just, buy the ZBT-2 stick at that time when I'm ready to move, add it to Home Assistant, and then use the send credential functionality within Home Assistant to be able to send the iCloud credentials from my phone directly to Home Assistant. I haven't tested this out. I don't know if it's something that's going to work, but it's definitely an idea. Maybe I might actually make that video at some point. Let me know if you'd like to see something like that down in the comment section. If this video saved you some cash or helped you understand how your thread network actually works a bit better, hit the like button and subscribe for more real world, no nonsense smart home tech. I'll see you in the next one.